Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video, we'll be going through a unboxing of the high grade 12144 Gundam 00 Sky, and this is the Dive into Dimension Clear version, and this is ultimately from Gundam Build Divers, released by Bandai back in 2019. So this will be the proper end of the Build Divers Re-Rise mini-series that I've been doing. It's been a very fun journey. It's been getting stuff out of boxes and progressing things along. So it's, yeah, as I said, it's been a fun and interesting experience, especially getting to, finally look through kits that have basically been taking up some space. So it's nice to see what's actually in the boxes for a change. So here we have the Gundam 00 Sky. So the first time I've actually looked at the 00 Sky, I do believe I've actually done a previous unboxing video. Maybe. I'll have a look. Being a limited edition version, this wasn't from HobbyLink, but I will still include a link to the standard retail version, as well as other kits from the Build Divers Re-Rise lines as well. So here we have the front of the box in the typical monochromatic colors, but we do still have a nice visual of the 00 Sky there in a very interesting pose. In terms of the box, well, not much to write home about really. Once you've gotten the gist of one limited edition box look, you've pretty much seen them all. So that's pretty much the top lid. In terms of what is inside, we will have 1, 2, 3 bags of runners, and just some little promotional guide. Not that I can understand it since there's no real bits of English, but the main thing is the instruction manual in color, given that it's just standard retail manual being used over and over. So I'll cut open these bags, pull out the runners, and we'll have a look at what's included. And here we have the front of the Gundam 00 Sky manual. So the same as the cover art from the front of the box in the traditional Gundam 00 Sky colors. Front line art of the 00 Sky, as well as the, let's try and focus that, as well as the blurb about the 00 Sky and a blurb about Riku, as well as the Trans Am Infinity mode. In terms of the back of the manual, so at the very bottom we've got some images of other kits in the lineup. We have the color guide, which originally was white, blue, dark blue, red, yellow, grey, and some green for the sensors. In terms of everything else, so the material Gunpla in this case was the actual Gundam 00 Diver Ace, which is basically Riku's suit prior to upgrading to the 00 Sky. Otherwise, the rest of the images and details, if this was the normal retail box, so just going through about its weaponry, some different poses, and different configurations that the 00 Sky can do. I still think for what's included, it's actually a fairly good kit. In terms of the runners, so fortunately enough, it's pretty much 4 decent sized runners with a few extra ones, so that's not too bad. In terms of the build, pretty much your stock standard build the body, build the head, nothing overly different there. Left arm and right arm, if you've ever built 00 based kits, the build will be very similar to that. Same with the feet. In fact, if you've ever built a 00 riser, you're going to have some flashbacks. Pleasant ones, of course. Right and left leg, nothing unusual there. The waists, put everything together. Do the thrusters, quote shoulders, quote GN drives. And then on the color pages we go through the assortment of weapons and then how to deploy them in various poses, etc, etc. So that's the manual. Pretty stock standard, but it definitely feels a lot better than some of the manuals from Re-Rise, which got very confusing with where pages folded and everything. In terms of the included stickers, pretty much lenses, eyes, and I can't remember what the black ones were for, given the last time I looked at this was the higher than sky phase, I believe. In terms of the runners, so we have a upside down A runner. So A runner is pretty much exactly as it was for the retail. Actually no, I take that back, it's almost the same. So the greys will still be greys. There are some clear parts that are still clear, but this top row of clear parts does have that glittery effect that we would have just seen, well, recently seen in the Gundam H2 Magnum. So we've got those nice little glitter effects in them. So that's a multicolor A runner. Now, the multicolor B runner, which is probably a good representation of the dive in 2D. So all the pieces do have the glitter effect going through them. I feel it's not as noticeable as the H2 Magnum, but maybe it's just me. So we've got the blue, the dark blue, red, and the yellow/orange. I know it's supposed to be yellow, but in a glitter format it actually looks a bit more orange. But that does look very, very nice with the glitter effect, the clearness and everything in between. So this will be a nice variation of Double Sky to have. We have a C runner in the one glittery translucent quote-unquote white. So that'll be most of your external armor. So that's the C runner. We have a D runner which just goes back into solid grey, so joints and weapons. We have a small E runner, which is just basically your standard beam effects that would have been included in a normal retail. And there's no glitter effect through those. We have a small F runner, which is in the glittery effect for the little green part on the main torso. My friend in grey, the No Polycap runner. And lastly, we do have some included beam effects. In fact, these are the older, if I can get it to focus, there we go, the older SB6. So these are your beam sabers with the rounded tips, not the flat tips. So that brings us to an end of the unboxing of the Gundam 00 Sky Dive into Dimension Clear. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'll have a link to the standard version of the 00 Sky and other kits within the Build Divers and Re-Rise lines over at HobbyLink Japan in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this content. All of this does help support the channel and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. What the theme is, I actually at this point in time do not know. So there you go. Stick around, we'll find out what it is soon. See ya.